Well, you know, you've been given a really fun topic to talk about when they give you props. So, I'm going to set them over here because it's just for fun. I was told this is actually Mark Wolford's special hat, and I was to guard it with my life. So, my job is complete, and now I have hat hair. Well, we are here to talk about the Path to 500 blueprint. I was asked to talk to you about the Path to 500, and it was about sharing with love, and I thought, well, that's lovely, but I have strategy strengths. So I said, could I talk about strategy? I'm like, yeah. So that's how the blueprint came to be. So today I'm going to share all strategy with you because that's my jam. And I am here to help if you are feeling a little bit lost trying to figure out the path to 500, or if you're feeling a little bit lost trying to teach people how to reach $500 a month. So why do we need a blueprint? It is because some people hear the idea and they're like, well, I like the idea of earning $500 a month, but I'm not quite sure how to actually get there. So do you ever feel a little bit lost trying to reach that income destination? Maybe you've heard all about the Path to 500 and it sounds great to you, but you're just not quite sure how to get from point A to point B. Even though you love the products, you believe in the oils, you believe in the company, you love Healing Hands, co-impact sourcing, the doTERRA culture, and you really want to increase your income with doTERRA, but you just really need somebody to show you how to get there. That's what I'm here to help you with today. So I want you to think back over the last 6 months and ask yourself, have you been busy inviting people about the lifestyle, learning about the products, or inviting them into the income opportunity? Or have you actually just felt really shut down? There's no shame in that. I just want you to reflect over the last 6 months. Have you been actively inviting, or have you been more shut down? Maybe you really hesitate inviting people to the income opportunity because you're honestly not quite sure how to launch or lead someone down their own path to 500. Have you ever thought of someone specifically and thought, I would love her or him to be on my team, but if I invite her and she says yes, I honestly don't know what I would do next. It's paralyzing, isn't it? When we shut down in the area of inviting, especially in the area of inviting to the income opportunity, this is what happens. Our business stalls out. Why? Because duplication dies. And you miss out on the magic of multiplication. There's no teamwork because you're doing everything on your own efforts. The pipeline isn't growing, and the result is burnout and disappointment. Can anyone relate to what I'm talking about? Okay, hands all over the room. Well, you're not alone. You're not alone in that feeling. But I'm here to give you something powerful because what you need is a tool. You need guidance. You need a blueprint. You need a blueprint that will help you with small incremental steps, little stepping stones along the way so that you can reach $500 a month in income. And you need a tool that's so easy to just hand to someone new that you can start inviting with confidence. You need a blueprint. And I have a very exciting announcement for you today. Introducing the new Path to 500 widget. So this is a very cool new technology that doTERRA is unveiling today without even downloading or opening an app on your phone. You're going to be able to pop up this Path to 500 blueprint as a widget right on your home screen of your phone. And you can just slide over, just like you do when you check the weather or your calendar, and you will always have a real-time representation of where you are on your path to 500. It's going to sync to your doTERRA account so that it will always show you where you're at and what you need to do next to keep moving down that path. The best part is that this powerful tool will help you become a Path to 500 cultivator. That means you'll be someone who can guide many people down their own path to 500. And what does that mean? Duplication, multiplication, income growth for you. You can simply show someone how to download the widget onto their phone when they say, yes, I would like to create some income with doTERRA. You can show them how to download this onto their phone before they even open their back office. And it's going to show them exactly what to do to get started and the steps to take until they're at $500 a month. That means they'll get into action before they get into information overwhelm. It is like putting a digital coach right in your new wellness advocate's hand. Isn't that awesome? So the path will be clear, and just like playing a video game on your phone, the virtual interactive graphics will not only offer guidance, but it's also going to give you those amazing dopamine hits that we all love to get when we see progress on a screen. So here's what it does. There's 6 bubbles. These bubbles represent those tiny little stepping stones that lead down the path to $500 a month. It's going to provide push notifications to prompt you what you need to do next to reach that next level on your path. It will also celebrate you when you're projected to start getting paid $100, $250, or $500 that month. And that's more dopamine hits for you, more dopamine hits for the advocates on your team. It also has a link to the Path to 500 landing page, where there will be explanations, training, extra support, and a lot of resources to help along the way. Okay, so now I would like to give you a visualization of what the blueprint looks like. Because if you're going to work your way down the path to $500 a month, you need to be able to see it, see where you're going, so that you can build it and you can teach it to others. So we're going to take a look at this blueprint together. The good news is our blueprint is simple. You only have to know and use a few key elements of doTERRA's compensation plan to reach this goal. There are 4 amazing ways to get paid by doTERRA, you know this, but you can reach $500 a month only using one of them, the power of 3. And to get to $500 a month, you don't even have to build out the whole power of 3. You only have to achieve the first 2 levels and the first 2 boosts to get there. So let me break this down for you. Once you have completed your first 2 levels of pods, you now earn $250 a month. Once you reach the second level of PGV boosts, that's personal growth volume, you get the $250 boost. 250 plus 250, that's your $500 a month. Now I'm going to simplify this for you even a little bit more. I want you to really hone in on that 800 PGV personal growth, okay? What is personal growth? That is everyone you have personally enrolled in the last year who's ordering on rewards. The volume of their rewards order goes into that total. When you have 800 coming in from those people total in a month, you've reached 800 PGV. You're getting that second level of boost. So here's what I want you to focus on doing. Set a goal to reach 800 PGV yourself. Teach 3 people on your front line the path, get them connected with the widget, and work with them until they reach that first level, 400 PGV. And you will have completed your path to 500. You'll be earning $500 a month. Each of your 3 advocates will be halfway down their path to 500. And you will have become a path to 500 cultivator. Now you can reach this on your own. You could do all the enrolling yourself and still get to 500. That's fine. But it's smarter to become a path to 500 cultivator. When you teach others to do it, you're going to get there faster because of duplication. Now keep in mind, this $500, that is in addition to all the fast start that you and your advocates will have earned along the way. I put a carrot on here. Because I realized something. When the new and enhanced compensation plan came out, I studied it because I'm a strategy person. I studied it, and I had a light bulb go off. It was like, oh my gosh, PGV is everything. So here's my secret, my strategy secret I'm going to share with you today. 800 PGV is like a big, juicy carrot, okay? Focus on that carrot. That's the carrot to chase because PGV drives everything across the entire compensation plan. So think about it this way. If you reach 800 in personal growth volume, that's 800 in volume coming in every month, and you teach 3 people to do the same, and they get to 400, that totals 2,000 in volume every month, and that is enough to build out those first 2 levels of pods. You will be at 500. Okay? You see how that carrot is what to focus on? You will also have volume that's going to help you with rank. It's going to help you to earn things like empowerment shares, and it's going to help you to grow your income even farther beyond that goal. So keep your eyes on the carrot. Keep your eyes on 800 PGV, and the rest of the compensation plan will fall into place. And that will simplify your strategy so you don't get overwhelmed in all of the things to do. Just focus in on the carrot. 800 personal growth volume. And don't forget to use the widget because it's going to nudge you along the path and it will help you to keep your focus where it needs to be. By the way, this is available to download now. I think my slide for that, it's the next slide. Sorry, it just got out of order. There you go. It is available to download now. Take a quick picture. We're not going to linger on this slide because I need to move on. But if you take a picture, I think you can press on the QR code that applies to you and it should work. And if you need any help, please go visit the Leader Tools booth and they will help you. They'll answer your questions and they will help you get it all set up on your phone. So this is all great strategy, but you might be thinking, I'm still wondering, how do I reach that carrot? How do I reach that 800 PGV? I'm going to give you my strategic key to that as well. The key is to share consumable solutions that help people solve their wellness problems so that they can live healthier and happier. Because when you introduce someone to a tool that solves a problem, they're going to continue to order it month after month. That's retention. That's personal growth volume. Now at doTERRA, we have many consumable solutions, don't we? So there are countless ways to do this. But I'm going to share 7 that I think are really, really great ways to reach 800 PGV. These are some of my very favorite things to share with people. And I got them all numbered out for you so you have the strategy. If you got 16 people using the Serenity Sleep System alone, you would reach 800 PGV. If you got 10 people just using the frankincense stick and the frankincense capsules, you'd get there. If you got 10 people using the adaptive system to manage their anxious feelings, you'd be at 800 PGV. If you got 8 people just using some of the MetaPower, this is the collagen, they're on Advantage, and then they do 2 of the add-ons, the Assist and Beadlet Duo, and Mito 2 Max. 8 people doing that, you'd be at 800 PGV. If you got 7 people, this one's easy, especially now with those great sample packs we have. If you got 7 people using Foundational Wellness, the bundle, you'd be there. I love this one. If you have 5 people using Foundational Wellness plus just the collagen, you get there. And this is a favorite of mine because it only takes 4 people. But if you had 4 people using the Foundational Wellness bundle plus the Women's Health Kit to help balance their hormones, you would be at 800 PGV. Now, of course, you're not going to always sell the same thing to everyone. It'll be a mixture of things. And you might be wondering about oils. What about oils? We love oils. I'm not saying you have to introduce consumable solutions right out the gate. Oils are a great doorway to bring people into the doTERRA lifestyle. What I love to do is introduce oils to people. They're very attractive. And then once they have a positive oil experience, I want to introduce them to consumable solutions and supplements. And I love the new sample packets. Everyone that I enroll with oils is going to get one of those foundational wellness bundle supplements from this day forward, because that is easy. That is an easy way to get them on rewards. Okay, you have all of the tools and resources, but what you do with them is up to you. So I'm going to give you a little bit of perspective today. You now have the same blueprint as everyone else in this room and everyone else who's watching on virtual. You have the same exact products to share. You have the same compensation plan. You have access to the same amount of people on planet Earth. You have the exact same opportunity as everyone else. And you no longer have to wait for the how. You have the strategy. You have the blueprint. You have the how. So the question that you're left with is, what will you do with it? So I'm going to share a personal story about my doTERRA journey. When I started with doTERRA at my first convention, we had an amazing keynote speaker named Kyle Maynard. And we had an amazing keynote speaker today, didn't we? Some of what Mel shared really resonated with me. It reminded me of my first convention and how impacted I was by Kyle. Kyle was born as a quadruple amputee. And yet he has done the most amazing things with his life. And he sat on that stage and he talked about the things he'd done with his life and how he accomplished amazing things like becoming a champion wrestler and climbing to the very top of Mount Kilimanjaro. Now, he had a lot of reasons for not being able to do it, but he pushed past his reasons. He pushed past his fear. He took action, and remember, action kills fear, right? And he was able to accomplish a lot, and he challenged us that day. He challenged me. Now, I came to this convention. I'd just been sharing doTERRA for 2 months, and I want to tell you what my mindset was. I saw the vision of what doTERRA was doing. I saw that people were having success, and I realized a lot more people are going to succeed with doTERRA. I wasn't sure if I could be one of them. I wanted to. We had an income need in our household, and I wanted to climb the ranks. I wanted to build an income, but I was scared. I was scared of what people would think. Now, I didn't tell myself I was scared of what people would think. I told myself I had really important reasons not to go all in. And the 2 reasons I told myself were I didn't have enough time because I was running a salon part-time and I had 4 little kids. I don't have the time. And my kids need me. I'm a mom. How can I go build a business? I'll be stretched too thin. That would be a disservice to my kids. That's what I told myself my reasons were. But you know what? Those weren't reasons, they were excuses. And I realized it when I listened to Kyle talk about his reasons for not climbing that mountain. And yet, he got rid of them. He ditched his excuses and he did it. And he asked us to visualize. And I realized I needed to throw my excuses away. And I decided I was going to go all in. And this is how I did it. I realized there was an emergency exit door in the back of my mind that I was going to slip out the back if this didn't work out. So I was kind of building behind the scenes. Well, I decided that day I was going to lock that door. I was not giving myself an exit. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I started to do it. I got up extra early and I figured it out. So today I want to leave you with the same opportunity that Kyle gave me. I'm going to give you the opportunity to choose. You have an income goal. You have a blueprint. You also have excuses. Which will you choose? Will you choose to be comfortable? And will you hang on to your excuses? Or will you choose to get rid of your excuses, lock that back door, and go for it? Oh, I can't get my last quote. You will always have excuses. They will always be there for you. Opportunity won't. I hope that you choose to go all in. You will never regret it. Thank you, doTERRA.